Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here come the Bengals. And CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, you got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
Shedding the tackle. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, Burrow. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Got his man, that's Harry. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Catch is made by Harry. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 33. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Second and 4.
Here's Burrow. And he's got it. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
First down and goal to go.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Indy offense making their way out, and it is Jacob Eason from Washington at quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what did the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
And 2 at the 33-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down.
From the gun is Eason. Campbell making the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Eason. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Indianapolis.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10, Eason. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Colts.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Indianapolis.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, Eason. Quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell hitting double. Digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
The kickoff for Indianapolis.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big. But in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one complete to Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Intended for Joe.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That one goes for 24 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
First down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, Jacob Eason looking downfield for Godwin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Indianapolis.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain.
23 yards on the play.
First down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The 4-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the rookie out of Wisconsin, this is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
3 yards.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, We fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
7. Aldrich.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Eason on second down. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Taylor, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 12.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, here's Eason. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
Intercepted by the Colts.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On 1st and 10. Eason, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The second down pass.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this one to Hill. Burrows 7 yards to pick up there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
50-yard line.
On first down, Mixon takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Joe Mixon.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
1 yard gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 14.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And a Colts first down.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Eason. And this one's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Back to the air on second down. Eason, throw left side, complete. It's Campbell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll run on first down. Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor,
A gain of 3, second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 3.
They run once more with Taylor.
At the 43.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
The ball carrier.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
4-yard pickup on the play. And the Colts first down.
Operating from the gun. Eason over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Harris Campbell. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 19-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with third and 1.
14-yard line. A gain of 4.
Again, it's Taylor. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground, now on third. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own Confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, here's Burrow. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That's good.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. That'll be caught right side by Reed. That catch good for only a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Again, it's Burrow. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Bengals.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Campbell making the catch. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
From the gun is Eason. The quick slant caught. And he'll actually actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Bengals 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off 14.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Indianapolis, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.